Hi guys! In today's video I'm going to be doing pigment mixing and also doing some really fun stuff with the pigment slimes, and I hope that you enjoy it. First off, I'm going to be adding pigment into jiggly slime, which is one of my favourite things to do just because it shows the duochrome colours so well. So I added a duochrome purple to pink, and this was so interesting because on camera it looks so purple, but if you look at my hand it's actually blue, and then I added some water to try and show how blue it was in real life, but it ended up looking kind of gold in this light, which I thought was really cool, and I decided to mix all in. The only problem was the pigment did sit on top of the water a bit, so it wasn't kind of sinking in the way I wanted it to. So I had to mix this up and then drain it off a tiny bit, which meant I lost a bit of pigment. So I mixed in what I had, added a tiny bit more pigment, and then this is what I ended up with. It was so rich, beautiful, and deep in colour. Next up we have a holographic slime that I bought from Parakeet Slimes, and these are so expensive to make at home, otherwise I would have just made it. I'm pretty sure this is a nail pigment just because it's so fine and good quality, but like you can see here, when the light catches on different parts, it turns from a silver fleck to this gorgeous rainbow fleck, and I just love the way it moves. It's just this gorgeous kinetic light movement, and it kind of reminds me of a heat graph in all honesty, like the really warm parts to the not so warm parts, and I just think it's so beautiful. Under normal lights it definitely is a lot more silver. The different parts of silver that you're seeing on screen is kind of what it looks like a lot more in real life, and you only achieve this effect with direct light. But like you can see here, this is what it's like with a mild light and really bright lighting. It's still very pretty, it just isn't kind of as breathtaking, but it still has the rainbow fleck. The best way to display the holographic aspect is just by dripping it out of the container or just pulling it up with your hand, which is one of my favorite things to do, just because it needs a kind of like shadow to show the full effect, in my opinion. After I realised the hollow slime showed best when it kind of was at different angles, I decided to test this on the duochrome slimes as well. I cut a block of floral foam and then added my slime on top, and this turned out so pretty. It showed the green so well on the corners, and then especially when it was pulled apart, it looked very beautiful. Next up, we're going to be mixing one of my favourite pigments, and this looks so fiery. That's the only way to explain it. It kind of looks really, it's like a warmer tone than most of the duochrome pigments you can find. Most of them are purple or green, and then they're colour shifting to a different colour, but this is purple in real life. Like the colour you can see on the corner is what it looks like in real life, but on camera it looks like this gorgeous goldy greeny auburn colour, and I love the way this looks, and you can see when it's kind of pushed down what it looks like in real life, and it's so weird. It's only in the shadows that it like properly shows up, but it's so pretty. I love how it looks when it folds over. The purple and the green looks so nice, and yeah, I just love the effect this one gives. clip is actually from another video that I did in summer, but it didn't get many views and I just thought this needed more appreciation, so I've added it to this video as well. And it's this gorgeous slime. It's really big actually. I think it was like 24 ounces, and I mixed in this like Albany purple color, and like you can see here, it's just so beautiful. It looks so nice when it got mixed in, and it just holds the color in suspension so well. So I decided to mix this all up, and like you can see, it's just one of the most beautiful pigments ever. When pigment settles for a few days, it ends up creating this gorgeous ripple effect, and I thought it would be really fun to show this on top of a clay ball. So I mixed Dizo together and I just made this giant clay ball, and it held it in suspension so well. The slime was actually super gummy, so I could just pick it up and do whatever, and it was so smooth to mix in and so beautiful. Next up we have a slime that actually looked completely green in real life, but it looked so purple on camera. It literally looked like it didn't have another colour in it, apart from at the very edge. But the moment you sunk your fingers into it, you can see in the corners of the slime that it's actually green. And I love it because in the beginning part as well, it actually looks like it's green to purple instead of just purple now. And yeah, this turned out to be such a beautiful colour. It was so pigmented, and the colour just looked so beautiful when it was held in suspension. Next up we have one of the first slime trends ever, and this is one of the rose gold pigments that started off the slime trend in 2017. I went ahead and mixed it all up with the brush, and this looks a lot more coral on camera than it does in real life. In real life it's pink with undertones of gold, but in this video it did look a lot darker just because I added so much, and that's why it kind of looked wrinkly as well. But the moment you mix it in, that completely goes away. It turns so beautiful, and like I said, this does turn out a lot deeper than the usual colour just because I mixed so much in, but it was very pretty regardless. I love the way the colours shine through when it's falling, so I decided to just pour it onto this clay pyramid before mixing it in, and it showed off the colours so beautifully. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week. Bye!